I've never proposed to myself or myself proposed. Uh,
I was wondering if you were
yeah,
going to address
I've never
that.
proposed to myself. Yeah, you know.
Me neither. I mean, once, but I was drunk.
Yeah, I
don't
was
really
drunk.
count
It's
that. I
it's
didn't
back
mean
in the
it.
day. It was a weird time in my life. All right. And in 3, 2. Hey everybody, welcome back to Convo Series. I'm
Welcome.
your host RJ, aka Reg Travels.
And I'm your host, Trevin Riser. Your co-host, Trevin Riser, a.k.a. The Chosen One, at Trevin's World Everywhere. And I would like to say, good morning if you're watching in the morning. And folks, if you're watching in the evening, good evening to you. And any other time of day as well.
That's it. We're not gonna say goodnight.
Good night.
There you go. Hey
See, it
everybody,
seems weird.
welcome back. And if you were reading the title and have been paying attention to our social media, this is our season 1 finale episode.
Brr, 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 brr.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for the sound effects that people are now hearing. I appreciate that, Trevor. No, yeah, you guys, welcome back to the season finale, season 1 finale of Convo Series. Somebody was asking me the other day, actually, my female best friend, Suki. She was asking me the other day, shouts out to her. She was like, what determines the end of a season? Is it like episode number? Is it like, and I told her what determined our end of a season was, well, shit just got to be a lot.
Yeah, and that was something
We
that
had a lot of stuff
some
going
fellow
on.
podcasters gave us some advice too on that kind of same subject. Like when you're not doing seasons, it just seems like you're in this perpetual state of I got something to do, I got work to do, I got a podcast to do, I got to edit, I got to release, whatever. But having that seasonal break kind of evens it out where you can still stay consistent and keep going,
Yeah.
but feel like you can breathe.
Exactly. And dude, I promise you, I didn't realize we were going to need a break, but I'm so glad we got a break.
Yeah.
And it's actually like making me more excited for season 2. Like we got some shit in the works. You guys,
I'm gonna be psyched. It's gonna be bigger, better.
Is we're gonna change the format of the show a little bit. It's gonna be different stuff, you guys. So stay tuned, and that's gonna be in the fall.
In the fall.
So make sure you're staying tuned to our social media. That's Combo Series, or follow me, Reg Travels. Follow him, Trevin Riser, right?
Trevin's World.
Trevin's
everywhere.
World. My bad.
And I would just want to say real quick, shameless plug.
Real quick, before you do it, I know what it is. But before you do that, just everybody make sure you're following us on social media so you know the announcement of the actual day that we
Yes.
will be back. Again, we're coming back in the fall. Now, let's get on with it. Trevin.
That is important. And I was going to say, if you really miss me and the sound of my voice and you really want to see more of me in the meantime, I did finally launch the Trevin's World podcast by the time you're hearing this. At the time of recording, I've already recorded the first intro episode. So that's going to be something that I'm not going to hold myself to daily, but I'm going to try to make it sort of a daily thing. Like maybe almost every day. Or at least 3 times a week, because I need somewhere that I can go, and it's just me solo, where I can just talk my shit and get it out. So, there's that. If you want to hear more, then do that.
You want to get into it, Trevin? Last episode of the season?
Yeah. Well, real quick, I do want to say
You don't want to get
thanks
into it.
Before we get really, really into it, I want to get the promo out of the way.
Let's do that.
So I want to give a huge shout out and a thanks to Raise Energy. They are a sponsor. If you remember the last episode we filmed, I was trying to get sponsored by Raise Energy. Shouts out to me. Thank you. But yeah, today I'm sipping on strawberry lemonade and it's fantastic. Raise Energy has less carbonation than other energy drinks out there. They're a healthier option. They're made by an actual health company. And they got 0 artificial dyes. They got 0 carbs, 0 sugars. They're full of amino acids and electrolytes to actually, hydrate you instead of dehydrate you like other energy drinks. So, yeah, I fuck with them big time. And shout out to Raise Energy. Now we can move on.
Well, before we do, if you guys want to try the Raise Energy, I think the promo code is in your bio, right?
Yeah, I'll have the link here in the description, and you can actually use code VIZION, 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 at checkout to get 15% off. That's the real part of the plug.
That's
needs
the
to
part.
Be there. Thank you.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's get into it. You want to talk sports or sex?
Shoo. Both such good subjects. Let's go.
How about sex in sports?
Okay.
All right.
So it wasn't much of a choice to be made.
There's definitely a choice. There's still more stuff.
Oh, okay.
But we'll do the combination of both.
I'm excited.
So you know that the Olympics just ended as we're airing or recording this.
Mm-hmm.
The Olympics just ended. Shouts out to the U.S. for having the most gold and the most overall medals. So here's the thing that was a big like issue apparently. So you know the Olympics was in Tokyo, Japan this year, right?
Yeah.
So, according to those laws, or, well, I guess Olympic rules, they were making the athletes sleep on, like, cardboard beds, pretty much, to discourage having sex with other athletes. So, apparently, let's break this down real quick, Trevin. So, apparently, the Olympic Village, which is where all the Olympic athletes stay every 4 years during the Olympics, the Olympic Village is a cesspool of sex, apparently. Like, I mean, of course, all the...
Just all the athletes hooking up with
Exactly.
other athletes.
Right. I
Okay.
mean, you're the best in the world. You deserve, you know, to relax some type of way.
Some type of way.
Some type of way. and they were trying to take that away from Tokyo. So, basically, how it was set up was... The mattress was
We
regular.
don't fuck with that shit here.
I'm telling you. The mattress was basically a regular mattress. And then, like, so the frame of the bed was made out of cardboard.
How do you... Well, I guess
to
I'm
support
fat.
one person's weight.
Yeah.
Do you think you would have fell through?
Yeah.
To the cardboard? Just
I'm
lay-
not an Olympic athlete.
But it's all right. You know, whatever. But that apparently was supposed to discourage sex. Secondly, here's my thought. I don't think that would have discouraged sex. Like, you're already... First of all, you're on a cardboard frame, right? If it's going to fall, you're still going to be on a mattress, right? And a lot of people have
But
slept
then you
on a
get in
mattress on
trouble
the
because
floor.
they know who was fucking.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that.
It's like a dead giveaway.
Say, no, I just jumped on my bed or something.
Dead giveaway.
Dead giveaway. They walk in, the housekeeping, come in the next day. And then, like, all of a sudden, everything's all in
You are
pieces
in
on the floor.
trouble.
I don't know. Whatever. If I'm there and I don't even expect to place in, like, get a medal, oh,
Yeah.
I'm having sex, bro.
It's like, here I am. This is a once in a lifetime thing, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Here
Possibly.
we are at the Olympics. When in Rome. Or when in Tokyo, I guess, in this case.
Right. So you wanna branch off from this and go sex, or you wanna go sports?
Oh, gosh. There's really that much more.
I
Let's
told
go
you.
with sports first.
Okay, sports. Let's talk about sports. So, speaking of the Olympics, out of all the Olympic sports, so this is the Summer Olympics, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got track and field, we got soccer, we got weightlifting, all types of basketball, everything, like Olympic sports wise. Out of all the Olympic sports, which one do you think you have the best shot at competing in?
Is there like a competitive sleeping sport?
Unfortunately, no. But I did find out that there's Olympic trampoline.
Oh, I fuck with some trampoline.
I think I would go with the trampoline, bro. I think I have the best, like, chance.
I think I could throw a javelin pretty far.
You think so?
Maybe.
Watch it go, like, 4 feet.
I've always wanted to try pole vaulting.
Mm.
I'm not saying I'd be good at it. I've always wanted to try. It looks like fun.
That'd be...
But then I seen one
Yeah.
guy get popsicled, you know?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that don't look fun at all.
Dude, that does not...
Maybe he does to some people, but
Not to these people.
shouts out if that's your thing, you know?
I think I could really, like... I think I might be able to place bronze at, like, trampoline, bro. Like, no lie.
You see those, I don't know, it was trending a few years ago, or it was like in style, I guess. The trampoline wall thing.
What?
They usually got like a square trampoline with like a big wall, and then they like bounce.
Oh,
up
and then run
and,
up the
like,
wall and shit?
Run up and backflip off it and do tricks, like parkour tricks off the wall.
Yeah, I've seen that. Did you say that was an Olympic sport?
I don't know.
I don't think
I
it
was just
is.
saying it's a sport. It's a thing that was like
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing
popular
it,
a
though.
few years ago, and there's a lot of people like getting really good at it. It's pretty cool to watch, but
Yeah. So I think, just going back to the question, trampoline, I would have the best shot in. Now, something would like to compete in, soccer, of course.
for sure.
Is that your answer too?
I would like to compete in
Swimming.
I don't know. I'm not much of an athlete, Reg.
Huh. Is Olympic eating a sport?
Olympic what? Eating? I don't
yeah.
know, but I'll fuck up a hot dog eating contest. I'll tell you that.
Would you
or
really?
some wings, bro? Oh, I take down some wings, bro.
Yeah, you did that. The challenge at B Dubs, right? Buffalo
Yeah.
Wild Wings.
Well, I didn't do the actual challenge, and for those of you who don't know, but they have like some of the hottest wings available, or whatever. I don't know. That's up for debate.
This
maybe.
side of the Mississippi.
But they got some really hot wings, and their hottest brand of wings, they have like one of them like restaurant challenges. You get a T-shirt or your picture on the wall or whatever.
I think it's a T-shirt.
I just ordered those spicy wings. I didn't do the challenge.
You
I
just
want
ate
to
it for fun.
Yeah, I did. I want to. When you do the challenge, you're in a time limit. There's people standing around you. They cover it in sauce. You got to eat like all the sauce. They put way more sauce than normal. So I wanted to see if it was something that was gonna like mess me up if I tried to eat all that.
Yeah,
But also, like, I love spicy food
it could
more
like.
than I should.
Yeah, if you have too much spicy food, that shit could really kill you.
Yeah, you can go to the hospital for like legit burns
Speaking
in
of
your mouth
death,
and throat. Okay.
this is the sex part of that where we didn't go down that road earlier.
Sex
You
and
chose
death.
Sex
in
and
Olympic
death, literally.
sports.
So did you hear that this man almost died from masturbating? He almost masturbated to death. He had like some type of
What a
stroke
way
or
to
something.
go. That's all I can think of is what a way to go.
Would you like to go that way?
I mean, it's better than a lot of other ways.
Yeah, it's definitely better than a lot of other ways.
One of my
but-
worst fears is drowning. That's got to be like the most, like, it's like claustrophobic.
Drowning?
Almost. Like panicky.
or
Anxiety.
burning to death.
That was pretty bad too. But I think after like a certain level, you can't feel it.
You suffocate to death before you burn to death.
So then that's like in the same.
Yeah, it's
Category
almost
is
the same.
drowning.
It's just would you rather be hot or wet?
Ooh.
Those are some choices, aren't they? Yeah, so the dude masturbated vigorously, apparently. And he was doing it nonstop for I forget how many days and how
Were
many
you trying to
times
set a
day.
record?
No, I think he was trying to do it for pleasure. And
Oh,
then
they have
ended
the
up
Guinness
having like
people there.
a heart thing or a stroke or something like that. Almost dies. So my question to you is, how many times have you done? Like, what was the most
many
amount of times in one day?
Oh my god. Oh. You know I don't just sit and count, but if I had to give
All
you
day.
like an estimated guess, an educated, an
Edumasticated. Heard?
I'd say like 5 to 10.
Shit. Really? In one day?
Yeah, well, I mean, like
Wow, that was a marathon. What, were you trying to set a world record?
sometimes when you're alone with nothing to do.
Yeah, but like, that's all you're doing. If it's like 6 to 10 times a day. Well, yeah, well.
Look, I'm gonna take this just a little bit real for a second. When you got like depression and you're just laying in bed and there's literally nothing else to do,
Masturbation.
like
helps
nothing else you
depression?
want to do, it's just kind of like, I might as well.
I guess.
He's like, I don't gotta get up or go nowhere or do nothing to do that.
To do that.
I mean, it's right there. Look, for
It's
those of you who are
literally
watching
right
on
there.
YouTube, I'm gonna illustrate.
Oh, goodness.
But
Are we going to get flagged for this?
if you have your, I hope not. I'm not gonna pull it out.
Not next to my
No matter
face.
what you do with your hand, it's fucking right there. It's
Oh,
fucking
okay.
right there.
I see your point.
You just there it is. God put it right there for a fucking reason. I gotta get up, go nowhere. I gotta pay no money.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a free.
it's right there,
it's a
especially
free
if
good
you're
time.
laying in bed already.
and a rush of dopamine,
Apparently.
serotonin.
So yeah, I guess that's the way you'd rather go out.
I would rather than drowning or burning. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
obviously. Who wouldn't? Other than that, but I'd rather it be somebody else like giving me the pleasure. I don't want to like me die from a heart attack when I'm giving myself the pleasure. And I tell you what, too, I better finish. That's my only like. Lord, please let me finish before you take me.
Oh my god. I'm dead.
Moving right along. Did you know that Lil Uzi Vert is the first rapper / person to purchase a planet?
I heard that was bullshit. Or maybe it was just Soulja Boy that said it was bullshit.
No, it's probably bullshit.
Isn't that the
Let me tell
Soulja
you
Boy
why.
thing is like he's the first ever to do everything that he was never the first ever to do on the internet?
But he was.
don't
Soulja
know.
Boy was the first person in the world ever on the internet. Period. He was the first. He created.
Yeah,
the
so
internet.
that is the joke. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not hip to all the trends. I want to make sure.
But yeah, so apparently Uzi Vert, he posted something on, I think it was Twitter or something like that, like a certificate of, I don't remember which planet it was. He is like in the middle of buying or something, and it was a doctor or some expert or some shit like that got on talking about how there's no way you could purchase a planet. Like, who has the authority?
Yeah.
Who owns the planet? And then especially not only who owns the planet, but who on Earth is, like, literally on Earth is going to give you the authority to buy a planet
Does Bezos own a
somewhere
planet?
else. And does Bezos own a planet? Nobody can own a planet.
Because, like, nobody even owns Earth, right? As far as you know.
Yeah. Are you saying, like, if Bezos would buy the Earth?
If anybody could,
Yeah, but, like, who would you go to? Who does that
who
paperwork
would you
go through?
Yeah.
Do you have to go
United
through,
Nations?
like... Yeah, I was going to say UN and NATO and all of that.
Perhaps. Or maybe there's like
would that work?
Maybe there's like already an organization that's like dedicated to, because you could like buy like a constellation or a star for somebody's birthday or an
Yeah, which
anniversary,
is also
and you like
bullshit.
name it or whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like scientists or like some government agency or something like that. That's like some type of agency or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
But that makes no sense also, buying stars.
yeah, it's like who gave them the authority?
Right. who
The Galactic
fuck
Federation?
Do you think you are? Who?
The Galactic Federation.
Is that a thing? That sounds like a thing.
You're about to find out.
Don't tell me. I'm
Don't
going to
make me
find out.
get my tinfoil hat now.
Uh-oh. We know how all that ends. But yeah, so I think we've come to the conclusion that you cannot buy a planet. Like, who... I don't know who you would even go through to do that. It's like a movie.
Lil Uzi, I'm addressing you now.
Uh-oh.
And I'm addressing him because I know he watches the show.
Pay attention, Uzi.
This is for you and everybody else. You can skip forward or whatever. But leave a comment. Let me know. Who do you go to? Who's your planet dealer? Who's the plug? I gotta know.
Who's your planet dealer?
Yeah, who's the plug? I gotta know.
Straight through the Lord.
Was it Lucifer? Was it Satan? What, they think he's supposed to be a devil worshiper or whatever, right?
Who, Uzi?
Yeah.
Since when?
I mean, it's a conspiracy or whatever, but that's
What?
like the whole big thing.
I missed that.
You did?
Yeah.
Bro, Lil Uzi Vert. You're the last one to hear this. Say it real fast. Lucifer. I mean, it's a stretch. It's a stretch.
Okay. Lucifer. Lucifer.
Yeah. That's the whole
that what
fucking conspiracy thing.
Is that what we
That's the
get
thing.
to at the end?
I'm not saying that's my belief system. I'm not saying that these are particularly the views of Vision Media and its
Right. So let's do
constituents. I don't know. What's the right word? Affiliates.
Patreons. So for the last bit of this, let's do an old throwback. Do a devil's advocate here.
Devil's advocate.
Devil's advocate.
Devil's advocate.
Devil's advocate. I like where that was going.
That was good.
I wasn't sure at first, but I like what we put down. I appreciate
I'll
it.
fuck with it. All right. Bring
Devil's
it on.
advocate for today. So here's the thing. Is the relationship over if the marriage proposal is declined?
No, I never thought about it.
Right? That's something to think about. So let me set the scene here. for
Longtime
you.
fans of the show know that. Well, I'm gonna say first, I've never proposed that I can think of. I think I would remember something like that.
I feel like you would remember.
But
Or you
longtime
should.
fans of the show would know that I am married and my wife proposed to me.
Yes.
So
So
I've literally that's never crossed my mind.
right. It wouldn't need to for you.
Like, but where do you go from there?
Right.
Have any of you been in this situation? Like,
That's
let
a
us
good
know.
question.
I need to
So
get
here,
some outside perspective.
let me set up the scenario for you. You guys go out to dinner. You and Victoria. This is before you get married. Before
Sure.
she proposed to you. So you've been like thinking, man, I really want to propose to this woman. So
Sure.
you go out and buy a ring. This is like a month before the dinner. So we get to the dinner, right? You've gotten everything planned out. You got champagne glasses coming.
works.
Yeah, you got a cake coming at the end of the proposal. You set it up with the maitre d' or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how fancy this restaurant is that you chose. You are super ready to get married
That
to this
totally
woman.
sounds like me.
You are in love.
100%.
So, the time comes. You take the ring out of your pocket. What are you taking? You propose?
Taking the ring out of my pocket. No.
As I said that, he went to his pocket to pull something out. Bro, we gotta tell Victoria. No. So you go to pull the ring out of your pocket. You get down on one knee. Everybody in the restaurant, they have their phones out. They're looking, and you pop the question. She says,
No.
"I'm sorry, I can't do this," or "No."
And runs away crying.
I wouldn't say that.
That's usually
just
what
like,
happens in the videos.
yeah, in the videos. But she's like, no. What are you doing?
Well, in my mind, and maybe this is a little
Because you still got to drive her home.
optimistic, but in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, well, we need to have a conversation. Is it just because you're not ready yet? Or is it because you could never see marrying me? Because in that case, like, what are we doing here?
See, I think that's the logical thing to do is to talk about it.
You know, and some people think that you don't date to always find somebody to get married to.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a little weird. But it's not like I'm like intending on like right away when I go on a first date. Like I'm like, let's settle down.
Let me ask you this: what would as soon as I can get my tongue together, blah blah blah. Okay, so how would the relationship had been had you turned down Victoria's proposal? Where do you think you guys would have gone from there?
Not very far or anywhere.
Would
at all.
the relationship have been over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to get too deep into my personal stuff, but the situation at the time, yeah.
Okay.
Because I was not being very good to her. And she basically threatened to leave me. I won her back by being better, you know? I'll just say.
Well, that's good.
And it was shortly after that, you know, things were like going back to normal, back to like the spark that we first had years ago. And, you know, she had asked me if I was going to ever do it. And I was like, well, yeah, but in my mind, it could take years. I'm not really like, I know I'm going to be in this relationship. I'm not worried about time. I want to make sure it's perfect. Whitechapel, big fucking fancy ring and the whole works, which isn't something that she wanted. And I'll spare you all the details because I've been through this before on the show. Go listen to older episodes. But because of the circumstances where, like, she had just, like, decided to take me back because I was begging for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then she go and propose to me, if I'd have been like, nah.
That definitely would have been over.
I think so. But only under those circumstances. So...
I've never,
which is really why she did it. She was just like, fuck this. I just want to get it over with. I don't care. Like, I want to be married to you.
I've never proposed to myself, or myself proposed.
I was wondering.
Yeah, I've never proposed to myself. Yeah, you know.
Me neither. I mean, once, but I was drunk.
Yeah, I was
really
drunk.
count
It's back in the day. It was a weird time in my life. So I've never actually proposed. I've been close. I've thought about it. I've actually even talked about marriage with one of my exes. I'm not gonna obviously put it out right now, but
yeah.
So I've definitely talked about having that big of a relationship, that strong of a relationship, and I've even gone ring size shopping, I guess. But anyway, so if she were
close.
to turn down my proposal, First of all, let's get this out of the way. I'm not quite sure if my proposal is going to be like a grand gesture, but I've told the people, like my friends, I would say, like, and even the person who I was in a relationship, I've told this to. Look, if I'm out in public and I propose to you, say yes. just say yes.
If you got to tell me no later.
Yeah, tell me no later. Don't embarrass me in public. We'll get over it. Let's just, like, not immediately call our family after the proposal. And then, like, we'll go somewhere by ourselves. Maybe at, you know, in the scenario that I brought up earlier at the restaurant, we'll have the cake, we'll have the champagne. And you just kind of, like, give me a look over the table, be like, and I'm like, oh, shit, we're not going to get married.
Yeah, maybe pull me aside after dinner. Something. We go outside and say, you know, and this is my next point. If you're just going to, don't just say flat out no. Whether you're a man or a woman, gay right. or straight, in any type of relationship, I think you should give some type of explanation.
I
agree.
Maybe
right now is not the place to have, like, a deep conversation for an hour about the topic. But at least, like, just be like, no.
Right.
Say, you know, I don't think I'm ready for that. We should
at
have
least
a conversation about this later, but I think that we're both not mature enough, or whatever the case may be.
I look, if it's like I'm not ready for this yet, by all means, even if like you do embarrass me in front of everybody and you just say I'm not ready for it, even though you're just like a flat out no, if you say I'm not ready for it, I will accept that so much better than you just saying no.
But maybe you need a day to soak it in really, and then come back to me and say, I didn't realize that I didn't want this relationship.
Yeah, because then we're mature.
I thought we were just like going through something or whatever, but the feelings aren't there. You know, and it took you proposing to me for like my mind to see a future where I don't want to be with you.
Right.
And I'm sorry. That's it. You know, but whatever it is, like I said, like you.
So you do you
especially
believe
if you're in a serious relationship for multiple years, I think you kind of owe somebody
especially for multiple years
an explanation.
So do you believe that the relationship is over at that point?
I'm gonna say I'm not gonna put a definitive no, but I think that there is a lot of cases where like probably. But no,
I agree with that.
That's not a definitive thing. It does. Every situation is different, so no, not at all.
Yeah, no,
it doesn't mean that.
Agree 100%. Yeah, sounds good to me. I guess that's our conclusion. No, but not definitively. But probably.
Probably, but that doesn't mean that it's a no.
So that has been season 1 of Convo Series, guys. Thank you guys so much for waiting so long to get this final episode, or the finale episode of season 1. You guys, again, make sure you're paying attention to our social medias. Follow us on everything at Convo Series. Make sure you're on YouTube. Give us a like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell just to make sure you know when we bring in that good video. I don't know where I was going with that.
That good video.
That good D.
We are your media suppliers.
Yeah, we are. Just make sure you hit those notifications. Follow us, like I said, to make sure you find out when we are actually going to drop, which day we're going to drop season 2 of Combo Series. It will be in the fall. It's coming very soon. I am Reg Travels. You can follow me on all social media at Reg Travels.
Yeah, and I've been your co-host, Trevin Reiser, at Trevin's World Everywhere, a.k.a. the motherfucking chosen one.
Okay.
As always. And, yeah, like he said, be ready for us to come back in the fall. And in the meantime, if you're really fiending for some good audio, video, content, jump on over to Trevin's World. Listen to my podcast. Watch me on YouTube. Follow Trevin's World on all platforms. Follow our parent company Vision with a Z, Vizion Media LLC everywhere. And that's all I have for you today. I appreciate you coming.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate you guys. And until next time, peace. That is a wrap. That is a wrap.